NP and Lotus Eaters had videos on it, but that clipped up short of Donald Trump, causing the president and VP of BBC to resign. Yeah, okay, so that's...
Is that a fact? They resigned?
Oh, yes.
Oh, God, I didn't even know that.
Oh, you didn't know that? Holy cow.
No,
so, yeah.
No.
So that was the big thing, is that they resigned. They resigned from their posts, and like in shame as well. And geez, I think I have...
That's good, right? That's still good. There are still a few nations, like the Brits are actually particularly notable for that. Like, Brits will resign. British MPs, British politicians.
Well, Canadians used to.
We used to, but like, yeah. When's the last time,
What's the point now? You don't have to.
No. Nowadays, it's like I'm entitled to my entitlements, right? Like they're not resigning.
Yeah, check this out. So this is the CEO or the CEO of BBC being confronted as she's walking in somewhere.
I glanced over that clip and I didn't even stop on it. I saw that online.
I'd like to say it has been the privilege of my career to serve as the CEO of BBC News and to work with our brilliant team of journalists. I stepped down over the weekend because the buck stops with me. But I'd like to make one thing very clear. BBC News is not institutionally biased. That's why it's the world's most trusted news provider.
Why did you fail to deal with the mistakes that were made?
And see my teams. Thank you so much.
Right, we're going in now. Do you think that the journalists are corrupt, like President Trump says? Do you think the journalists
our journalists aren't corrupt? Our journalists are hardworking people who strive for impartiality, and I will stand by their journalism.
Is there institution?
And that's what they were doing when they cut up that clip and edited it with. And this is the crazy part, because even Joe Rogan he reacted to this, and it was unbelievable how much deception there was in that clip, and it's a huge controversy. You're not talking about taking Joe Rogan out of context or some celebrity. You're talking about the president of the United States and trying to shift public opinion so they won't. So it changes decisions made in government. This is absolutely crazy. Here's the clip from Joe Rogan as he goes off. If you got kids in the room, maybe some earmuffs, because there's a couple of F-bombs in this one.
You see the BBC thing? The BBC thing is crazy. The head of BBC had to resign because they took a film of Trump from January 6th, the speech that he gave, and they edited it so something that he said 52 minutes later, they put right after when he said something to make it look like he was trying to get people to go attack people and fight at the Capitol.
And it's not what he did that to you all the time.
But this one's nuts. This, not only is this one nuts, but this one is for a literal president of the greatest country the world's ever known. He's the president, and you're lying about what he said publicly, which is on the internet, which anybody can see. Like, it is the clearest indication of how that woke shit was rotting people's brains. And is still, but just less. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I've been trying to say, but he says it so eloquently.
Had to go along with it. And so,
what's that, Marty?
I've been trying to say what Joe says so many times, and he says it so eloquently, right? The woke shit is rotting people's brains. Like,
absolutely,
that's what it's doing. Yeah, finish.
And we're talking about people that are supposed to be credible as well. Like, this is supposed to be the institution that everybody looks to. And Joe Rogan, he goes on to say that. It's incredible.
So, and by any means necessary, we must make sure that, so they decided to paint a different version of what he said. And they're fucked now. They're fucked.
BBC.
60 Minutes did it with the Kamala Harris interview, but they did it the other way. They made it look like she had a good answer, which is like, it's so crazy. Like, you guys are supposed to be the news.
Right.
You're not supposed to be the propaganda arm of whatever party you support. This is nuts. This is fucking nuts. And BBC is always like the one you quote when you want to seem smart. I was watching this thing on the BBC. Oh, dude, you watch the BBC? You must be fucking smart. You see the BBC?
He must be smart.
No,
he watches BBC. It's so perfect.
No, and we've had that happen in Canada. We've had several examples of that too. Like, you know, call them like whatever, clerks and peons within the organization, but they're doing that kind of bullshit. But that lady's right. The buck stops there. So if it's happening anywhere, you got to stop it. I mean, I'm trying to think. There's been examples like that lately where people have been caught off guard in our country. It's like, no, you should know. You should know. Like, what do you think being the president of a company means, right? It means you're supposed to know of the bullshit that's going on within your ranks. And then they'll make an excuse. Well, I can't know everything that's going on. It's like, then you're the wrong person to be the president. Like, it's not complicated. Yeah. I mean, other examples have been like the guy at Jaguar had to quit or whatever. Yeah, like if some division of your company comes up with a woke advertising campaign and it goes all sideways on you. I mean, that's the other place that's happened a lot in Canada lately, right? Is some of these advertising campaigns where some of the companies try and say, well, you know, Bud Light or whatever, I didn't know that was happening. It's like, yeah, too late, man. You're done. Like, if it's happening on your watch, it's woke, it's bullshit, and it's costing you billions, you're out of here. So, yeah. Bud Light. Actually, Bud Light. Yeah.
Have your Bud Light and watch the BBC. When's it going to happen in Canada, though? Like, okay, so, so what is it? The Ronald Reagan Foundation is looking into a lawsuit against Doug Ford and the government of Ontario. That might be something, but Donald Trump, obviously he has something like, so the Ronald Reagan thing. I don't know if they'll really get far with that because, you know, using stuff for other purposes. I mean, it's fair use, I guess, but there could be an argument that, well, it's not really fair use because you're not using it in its proper context. Like you're actually changing the context of it to be the opposite of it for the purposes of propaganda. I don't know. Like maybe even if that goes to an American court and they look at that and they scrutinize that under the Digital Millennia Copyright Act of 2001, was it, or 2000? Like they might look at that and it might set new precedent in that case. I don't know.
I mean, I think Trump has more. You know, a threat from Trump is more than a threat from, say, Carney on so many levels, right? Like, if Trump says I'm going to sue you, first of all, he can say it as the president of the U.S., which is he's backed by a bunch of things. But then you even know that if it takes 2-3 years and you say, well, I'll drag it out for 2-3 years and then he'll just be a private citizen. As a private citizen, he has huge power. So he's a threat. He's a threat as a president. He's equally dangerous as a private citizen because he's got a shit ton of wealth. And then look at his friends, man. I mean, he's friends with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and other people, right? Like the BBC, like, yeah, you want to continue to be broadcast and listened to around the world. Like Trump can do things to make you to send the BBC into obscurity if he wants. So yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, but to your original question, it's never going to happen in Canada. I mean, we're suing. Like we're trying to find out we can't even find out from the CBC how many viewers do you have. Well, we don't want to share that information. It's like you guys are so miserable that like.
Yeah, isn't it the taxpayers' prerogative to know how much return on investment that they're getting?
It's like pulling teeth, man. Trying to find out how much bonuses the CBC paid and what their advertising budget was and who they're hiring out and the revenues they're generating. We can't find out any of that. It's really like pulling teeth.
They don't even make good content.
No.
Not even.
No, not even close.
Thanks for watching. If you want to see more clips like that, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. The link is right here. If you want to see it live as it happens, make sure you subscribe to the Clyde Do Something YouTube channel. The link is right there. We'll see you in the next one.